Hi, welcome to Ming Ming Math. Today we are going to be doing addition practice. Now, addition is just adding one thing to another. So let's say you have an apple and then you want to add one or two more apples. So then you just write 1 plus 2, which is 3 apples. It's pretty simple, and I'm assuming a lot of you know how to do this. So we're just going to get into some a little bit harder problems for you guys because little numbers like 1 and 2 I don't think are very challenging. So let's start off with 2-digit numbers. Then we can move on to 3-digit numbers, and then we can do 4-digit numbers, which are thousands. So we'll start off with 33 plus 84. So we can use items you have around your house, or you can count with your fingers, or you can count in your head. So let's start with this. We have to start with this because it's the first row. So 4 and 3. What you want to do is add them together. So let's say you have 4 marbles. I'll draw some marbles. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are your marbles, and you have 4 marbles. Then you have 3 more that you want to add. So you're going to add 1, 2, 3. And if you count those in total, you now have 7 marbles. So go ahead and write that down below, right there. And if this equation led to a number that had 2 digits, like 17 or something, then you'd have to put a 1 up here. But this is only a 1-digit number, so you just write that 1-digit number down there. So then let's move on to 3 and 8. It's basically the same thing as this, you just have to add different numbers. So let's say we have 8 apples. So let me draw 8 apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are our 8 apples, and then you have 3 more that you want to add to the group. So then you just do 1, 2, 3. So now in total you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 apples now. Now this sum has a 2-digit number, so what you want to do is just write it down there. Now if there was another number, another group of numbers, like if this was 133 and 184, then you would write the 1 onto the next row of numbers. But since this is the end of the problem, all you have to do is just write that whole number. So let's see, we got 11, and our total is now 117. So let's move on. These are the 2-digit. Let me write that up there. Okay, now let's draw a line, and let's do our next problem. Let's do 142 plus 174. So, sorry, I drew that line too tall. So what we want to do, let's try counting inside of our heads now. So let's say, picture in your head that you have 4 chickens, 4 ducks, anything that you want. I'm going to use 4 chickens. So we have 4 chickens, and then we want to add 2 more chickens to our group. So now we have 6 chickens because 2 plus 4 equals 6. Now, let's say we have another group of chickens. We have 7 chickens, and then we want to add 4 more. So this is where it kind of gets complicated, not a lot. So 7 plus 4 equals 11. And you do not want to write the number down there just like that. That's wrong. So don't do that. what you do want to do is write one of the numbers down there. So I'll show you. We have 11. This is our total. So what you want to do is take the first number and then you want to write it on top of the next row of numbers. And then you want to take the second number and write it on the bottom, or where the answer is. So let me just erase that. And then we're going to move on to the last row, which is 3, 1. So we have 1, 2, 3. So our total is 316. Now we're going to move on to the thousands. It may sound a little hard, but it's really just like this, but with one more digit. So let's do 173,000. I'll do a 0. And then let's add 1,207. So, as you can see, I put a 0 here, and a 0 means that it means nothing. There's no value in this. So, the only thing that you have to add is 7 to 0. And since 0 has no value, then the answer is just 7. Same thing with this. 3 and 0. 0 doesn't have any value, so you just bring down the 3. And then 7 and 2. That's pretty easy. Let's say you have 7 chickens and then you want to add 2 more chickens to that group. So now you have 9 chickens because 7 plus 2 equals 9. And then finally, you just have 1 and 1, which is like 1 plus 1, which is just 2. So that is in total 2,937. Those are some pretty big numbers, but see how fast we solved them? So basically, that's it. You can look online for other practice sheets if you want. I can give you some practice problems, which I will write right now. So I can just erase this and then I can draw some practice problems. Okay, now let's do, for the 2 digits, 48 plus 56. 174 plus 296. And then we can do 2,801. Sorry, that's a very tiny 0. Let me redraw that. $101. I'm sorry, I don't know why my computer is being so slow. Then we'll do 1,756. So I don't know if it's in the video right now, but this is taking a little bit to load. So I'm just going to wait for this to finish loading. Anyways, if you would like more practice with math, you can always look online at sites like Khan Academy, which I think Khan Academy is really good because there's videos and then there's practice problems. And if you need help with any of these problems, always ask your teacher or your parent or anybody who's watching you do the math. Don't be afraid to ask for help because you can't learn if you don't understand something, and don't move on with anything else if you don't understand what you're currently learning. Anyways, that's it for today. I will make a subtraction video sometime later. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe.